if you're an entrepreneur, a leader who's not really gotten enough feedback from your employees in the past, how do you get that process started, and what questions do you really need to start asking your employees?
Good. So, I'm huge fans of this book called Emergence by Stephen Johnson, and really it's been Emergence Theory that's behind the success of Google, Amazon, Facebook, some of the hottest companies of this century already. And at the essence of it is this need to kind of tap into the collective intelligence of the world. So, how do you do that if you're a new small business? And we really suggest two things. Number one, to the extent you have a few employees, get it in your routine that you sit down with each of them, say once a week, or just with an employee each week or an employee each month if you only have like 10. And we suggest three questions. What do you think we ought to start doing? What do you think we ought to stop doing? And what do you think we ought to keep doing? And that way you're tapping into kind of what they're seeing and their ideas, and that's feeding into the decisions you're making. Probably as, if not more important, is for you to call proactively at least one customer, particularly an end user, if you sell through a distribution channel or into a large company. And you get a hold of them, and there's 4 questions we recommend that you ask them. Number one, roughly, how are they doing? You want them to talk about their life, what the priorities that they're facing. If you're selling to them, I want to know what their bonus plan is so I can help them make their bonus. Number 2, tell me a little bit about what's going on in your industry, or if you're B2C, in your neighborhood, so that way I can kind of tap in to their knowledge base without me like having to go to their trade show or the like, or visit the neighborhood. And then number 3, which I think is one of the most important questions that we don't ask enough of, is, and so what do you hear about our competitors? And if you don't think your competition is calling on your best customers, your head's in the sand. And so by asking that question, they'll always say the same thing: hey, we love what you're doing, and yada, 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 but, got an interesting proposal in from, or heard this. And then that's where you're going to pick up information that I'd rather learn about my competition through their eyes than even my own eyes. And then it's the 4th question. You get around to the traditional question, which is, okay, so how are we doing? But you want to make sure you get to that question last, and you get them talking about themselves, about their industry, about their company, about their neighborhood, and about the competition first.